Good day, everybody. Welcome to the exclusive talk show. I am your host, hashtag Princess Trey. So joining me on studio today is the lovely, gorgeous, and awesome Kozazana Manzini. How are you?
I'm very fantastic. And how are you, Tracy?
I'm good. You look good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Andile, you're not just a model. I mean, you are also a poet, right?
Yes.
A public speaker.
Mm-hmm.
But please don't ask me where I found all about that. I just have my ways. So besides the things that I've mentioned right now, can you please tell me, like, what else are you doing on the side with your life besides modeling and doing poetry and public speaking?
Okay, I do. I'm a student.
Yes.
I'm a journalism student at TUT, and I'm a pageant coach.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm also involved in community developments and charity works.
Okay. So tell us more about yourself. Who is Andile Manzini? Where were you born? Where are you from? Who are your parents?
Okay, Mina, I am Andile Nkosazana Manzini, a 21-year-old.
Yes.
Who is self-motivated, self-inspired, and who never ever believes in failure, but I believe in success and lessons. Like I said, I am a journalism student. I am a model, not just a model, but I am a pageant model. I was born and raised in Soshanguve. Basically, my parents are Dituzile and Morgan. That's my mother and my father, but I have someone who's actually both of them, who's my friend, mother, brother, and everything. That's my grandmother.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, your parents, are they both Zulu or?
Okay. My parents. No.
Okay.
They are not. One is Tonga and one is Zulu.
That is why you call yourself the Tonga Princess.
No, I don't call myself that.
Okay, love. You are a model, right? So, what inspired you to start to go into the modeling world? Yeah, at a very young age. I believe that it's been long. You've been doing this for a very long time.
I wish I could say that, but I started being involved, like seriously involved in modeling, I think when I was doing grade 11, if not metric. So I always wanted to do modeling, but I wasn't confident enough to work on my bikinis. I was afraid of what people might say. So I've always been thin.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. I've always been like this. I was always just at school. But there would be those 2-3 Nyana people who say, why don't you try out this? Yes. And my mom was also a model.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so this thing, it's not just something I picked up. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
Yeah. So I wanted to do poetry in secondary, but I couldn't because I wasn't confident enough. I was afraid of what people might say if I lose, or the comments, the negative comments that people give. So years went by and I found myself doing this. I was involved in a cultural group. It was a mixture of cultural groups whereby they did a beauty pageant. So I had to step in and also present my group, So when we did that, I won. So after winning that, I actually got courage to do it. Even though I was still young, I remember I did a Miss Tontri Complex. Miss Tontri Complex, when I went there, I was still new in the modeling industry. And I was competing with Miss Sundowns. I was competing with people who've been in the modeling industry, people who've been
for a very
up
long
there.
time. Yes.
And I remember the only thing I knew how to put on was my lipstick.
Wow.
Bona, they had their makeup artists there, they had weaves. I had my straight up. Imagine in a room of such ladies who are spotless. Me, Nanja, I just have my lipstick there. I remember my grandmother was there. I was
before, like, what was the color of the lipstick?
The lipstick, red. Red. It was red. Yeah, I remember telling Ukoko, look at that one, look at the hills, look at the hills. Yes, and my grandmother said, okay, what do you want me to do? And I said, I don't know, I don't feel like continuing. You know what Coco did? Coco went to the next shop and bought me a wig.
Wow.
Came back with the wig, and it didn't stay on me because I had my straight straight up on. Ne? So I just took it off and went with that straight up, with that lipstick. I went there when they called the top 5. Ne? Do you know when you are competing with people who are great, even if you want to be in the top 5, but you first look at who's there. Yes. Okay, I know that one and that one and that one. I'm gonna make it. You know? And then they were left with one person, the 5th person. And there were 3 of the great ones in my queue. And I was number 7. I can never forget that. When they called me to be in the top 5, I felt like I have already won. You know, the people that I looked at and said, "Yo, it's obvious that one would win." They didn't make it, but I did. And trust me, my confidence from that day on was on another level. And after that day, I entered. When I was unstoppable. Yeah.
Okay, so did your parents ever supported you when you went to start modeling, your modeling career? Because I believe that when you come from a Christian background, sometimes in the modeling world you have to take nude photos, you have to walk on the runway half naked. I mean, did they ever support you when you told them that you want to go into modeling?
Okay, you know, my pastor always told me, Uhuti, people who curse you today will bless you tomorrow. Growing up, I never had that support structure. Even my mighty grandmother didn't support that, because I didn't just do modeling or didn't want to do modeling. I did athletics, I did projective drama. I cannot sing, but I was on the school choir.
Yes.
So it was hard for them to support me, because today I am going state theater performing. Next week it's that, next thing it's that, you know. So they thought Uguti, I'm just going with friends or something. But when they finally saw me and saw Uguti, I'm passionate about this, I'm growing, but I'm not leaving this behind, that's when they started to, you know what, we see you and then we see what you're capable of. They started, you know, supporting me. My grandmother would see someone on TV, and she would call me and say, okay, they call me Ponzi Izala, and then they sit me down and then look at that person. Is she better than you? No, no, she's not. I can't do that. And my Coco would say, but what are you doing about it? You know. Yeah. So yeah. After that, even though they didn't support me at first, they now do, because I believe, okay, at first I was angry at them, angry at the world and whatnot for them not believing in me, because I was average at school. My schoolwork was on point. Everything I did was actually good, but then I never had the support structure. But today I've come to understand ukuthi, you know, people cannot support something they don't know ukuthi iyaphi. Yabo, leso sikhathi bebambona ngikonke, but today because they see ukuthi okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, yeah. Yeah. So that also taught me ukuthi before the world can believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. Yeah.
You've had it, viewers. Before the world can believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. As you remember that at the first place I mentioned that she is a model, a public speaker, and a poet. Let's find out more about this after the break. So just sit back and relax. We'll be back after the break.
I can feel it coming, we can never go back.
Welcome back to the show. We're still hanging out with Andile Manzini, the supermodel. So, Andile, can you please tell me, how has the pressure and the competition in the modeling world made you to be strong like you are today? Because, I mean, you're still carrying on with it, unlike others who give up on their dreams of modeling when they go under pressure and being afraid of competition.
Okay, like I said, in modeling, we have many types of modeling. Just like in music, we have gospel, yes, R&B, gospel, and whatnot. Yes. Now, pageant modeling is not done just by everyone. Anyone can be a model. Yes. You can be any kind of model, yes, that you want to be. But to be a pageant model, you have to be confident, you have to be brave, and you have to know ukuthi uzela uzoyenzani. When I find competition, I nyajabula. You know, because it means there's something new that I'm learning. there's a term that I've recently learned. It was because of I was competing with the girl who is known ukuthi yo yeah, she's great. But then ngamsusendaweni yakhe kwangena mina yabo.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy if you really love it and if you are passionate about it. Kumele uqine, and you must be willing to learn, and you must be able to see a competition and a pressure as something that builds you as a stepping stone to your success. Because if you wanna be there, being known ukuthi you are good or being successful when in a smooth pave or in a smooth road, your story won't be nice. But obviously when you have harms lapo na lapo, when you finally win, normal when you finally reach your destination, you will say yeah, I made it. Yeah.
Okay, you are also a poet, right?
I am.
And so I want to know, like, what kind of poems do you do, and when you're doing public speaking, what do you talk to people about? That's what I want to know.
So many questions. Okay, in poetry, the kind of I am a people's poet. You know, we have slam poets and whatnot.
Yes.
But Mina, I'm a people's poet. Basically, I perform, I recite poetry. Ekuluma about impilo yabantu, people's experiences. I never actually perform personal poems, but I do write them.
Oh,
Ne? But I don't perform them. But I can recite about your story, no matter what you went through.
wow.
Yeah. And speaking, it's mostly motivational speaking. Biblically speaking, like when God is involved in J. It's
Okay. Remember the beginning of the show, I mentioned that I have my ways of finding things out. So I recently found out that you actually graduated, and congratulations, by the way. You graduated. So I want to know, like, what qualification do you hold now besides studying journalism? Yes. What qualification do you have? What was the graduation about?
Oh, the graduation was for human resource management, but I also have a certificate in psychology of mentorship.
Oh, where did you study that?
Psychology of mentorship at UNISA, and human resource management at Rosebank College.
Okay, nice. So what is your word of advice to all the young people out there who wants to get into the modeling industry, who want to be heard, who wants to be seen but are afraid of competition and the pressure? Because in the modeling world, there's competition. Everywhere there's competition. Even right now, what I'm doing is competition. I'm competing with others. What is your word of advice to those young people, young ladies especially?
Young ladies, yes. Modeling is not just an easy thing. It's not something, Jay, that glitz and glamour you see there. It's not just that. So the moment you want to do modeling, you have to be sure of what you do. You know, I find people who come to me and say, yo, Andila, I saw this and that. I want to do that. And I'll be like, okay. Okay. You want to do modeling? What kind of modeling? I don't know. I just want to be there. Yeah. Girl, you are so much in trouble. So when you want to pursue modeling, you have to have a backbone. You must have a backbone. You will find agencies, you will find photographers who will promise you the world only nje ukwenza izinto abazithandayo. So you must have a backbone, you must be disciplined, and you must know into oifunayo, the types of modeling. Noguti, indeed, is this something that you want to do? No, you're just doing it for fame. No, you just want to see yourself in TV, but no, you don't know for what. You know, modeling is a very big industry. If you don't know what you want, nje uzozithola so umuntu sowenza ezinye izinto ezimangasa.
Wow. Okay. Where can we find you on social media? Where can they find you on social media, actually? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you can find me on all social media platforms. On Facebook, I am Andile Inkosazana Manzini. Andile Manzini. Yes, that's Facebook. And my page is Andile Manzini _Nkosazana. Please do like it, Tracy.
Of course.
And yeah, and on Twitter it's Andile Manzin 1. On Instagram it's Nkosazana 1997.
Okay, guys, you've heard it. Make sure that you follow her on all the social networks. So we now know who Andile Manzini is, and please, guys, follow her, support her hustle because she's still carrying on with her hustle in her career. Andile, you are amazing. I love you, and yes, I love you. And for me, this has been awesome. I enjoyed the interview. Thank you guys for watching. Please follow her. I love you all. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Mwah!